Hi everyone, our journal page today. Now my voice isn't great. I've been a little bit under the weather, so let's hope I can keep it through the video. And this is a sketchbook and sketchbook paper. I'm going to start my page with some acrylic paint and a brayer. I have here a craft foam. I just find it that it's easier to work with a brayer and paint on craft foam. Of course, if you have a gel plate, then it's better, but it's not accessible to everyone, so that's my thing for using a brayer. And I'm going to start with the yellow and the green. Now I'm not really concerned where everything goes because it's just the first layer and most of it is gonna get covered. Yes. I just want these colors to pick out or pick through the next layer. So I've put the yellow and the green next to each other so they will kind of blend in between, and now I'm just going like this in several places. As I said, I really don't care where everything goes. I just need to spread it around. Nothing needs to be perfect here. Just using all the paint I have. Okay, next, more yellow, and now I'm going to put some orange here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just let them mix and just spreading it. I'm just flipping the brayer so I will get the colors in all kinds of direction and not that it will always be in the same place. Okay, I need just a little bit more, so a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of this orange. Yeah. Just going over places that seem neglected. Maybe I need a little bit more green. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of green here, and I'm not mixing it with anything. I'm just adding the green where I think it's needed. Again, most of it is gonna get covered, so I like it. Now just a quick wipe on a baby wipe, just so I won't have to hard time cleaning my brayer later on when it's dry. Whoopsie. Okay, so I've got this, and now for the next layer. I've picked 3 stamps I made. These are made from craft foam. Just cut them in a spiral shape and glue them to, this is foam core board, and these are just more craft foam. Really simple, nothing really planned about it. I just cut them and I use them all the time. So I've got 3 colors of blue, quite dark. I've got some blue black, it says, some indigo, and just blue. And I'm just going to put them again on this craft foam maybe go a little bit to the side. I'm not sure it's completely dry, and I don't want them to mix. Now again, I've taken 3 shades just so it would be more interesting and not the whole thing will be in one solid color. I find that it's more interesting this way. Get out! It doesn't want to. And it's full. Okay. Now I'm in business. I think I'll brayer this also just to spread it around, or maybe I'll take just, let's spread it. These 2 blues are looking almost the same. Whatever. I need more of this darker blue. And okay, let's start. I think, I don't know, this is quite large. I'm not sure about it, but what's the worst that could happen? Let's see. Okay. Not sure about the color, but I'm going with it. And as I said, most of it is gonna get covered. I could also stencil. I could do some like with jelly plate. I just want most of the background to be blue with some kind of pattern. That's why I'm doing this. And it doesn't need to be precise or anything, just, and I will have quite a job here this way to go about covering most of the page, but I think it's worth it, and I think it's something that anyone can do. It would have been easier if I took out the jelly plate and done a whole layer of blue with some marking on it, but I do try to make things that everyone can do, and the jelly plate, what can I say, it's not accessible to everyone and it's quite expensive. Sorry, still getting over being a little bit sick. So I'm just going to continue stamping this until I have most of the background covered with blue. So I'll be back. And I'm back. So here is the start of my background. I really like what's going on here. I know it looks like a mess, but it will come around. So I just kept on stamping, and I added a lighter shade of blue, just so again I will have more variation, and also it gives more dimensionality to the page once you have a dark color, more in the back and the lighter color in the front. So now I want to do some kinds of I don't know what to call it, wonky bubbles. I'm going to use this painty paper. I showed you how to do it. I will put a link below to the tutorial. This is balloon dip. You just put several colors on a plate or something, and you take a balloon and dip it, and then start stamping it on your page. So what I'm going to do is take this kind of papers, painty papers. It doesn't have to be this, but I thought it will go nicely with this page. And well, let's take this one just so you will see what I'm doing. I'm going to fold it just so it would be easier to cut some kind of circles. Now, if it's easier for you, you can draw and then cut. I'm doing it wonky on purpose. I don't want a perfect circle. I want something like this. And now I'm taking nail scissors because they have a curve and it's just easier to cut this way. And here we go. And of course, once it's open, if you want to fix something, like, you can just trim it wherever you want. So I've got this like so. I want all kinds of sizes, and I think this is not prominent enough on the page, but I'm going to do several more. And then I'm thinking something that would be very bold, like, let's see, maybe this one. Let's see how it turns out. Easier for me like this, that I don't see the pattern. I hope you can see what I'm doing, and I'm doing it quite loosely. Of course, if you don't like it, you can take any round object or a compass and do perfect circles. Up to you. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. And I can keep just doing like this and making smaller and smaller. Let's call them wonky bubbles. Okay, something like that. So I'm just going to continue cutting more because I really want something interesting on my page. And when I'm finished, I need to play with the placement of all these bubbles. These are just, they disappear on the page, so I need something more vibrant. Let's see how this will work. And if it doesn't work, I've got other kinds of painty papers to play with. It doesn't have to be this balloon dip. I just figured let's use them. Maybe, I'm not sure about it. My bubbles are more oval than circle. We'll see if what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just trim it. Okay, so I'm going to just continue cutting more of this, and I will play with the placement and we'll see where it gets me. I'll be back. Okay, so I ended up cutting all more of this and even more circles, wonky bubbles from this painty paper, and I'm just going to play with them. I'm taking just white glue and starting to put it all over my page, just because it would be easier for me to put on the whole page instead of trying to put the glue on each bubble. So I'm just starting with this one, and I'm also going on top like so, and switching for another color. I'm quite going quickly, and well, I'm not overthinking it. I'm just basically I'm having fun. And I really like that they are wonky and not precise, and I'm thinking I'm also going to use the inside of what I cut. Maybe, let's see, maybe later. First I'll put some of the bubbles, wonky bubbles, and then I'll see where it gets me. Smaller one, I think. Okay, yeah, let's put something here, and once again just putting down some glue. Like this, and let's take one. Okay, the 70s are calling. They want their painty papers back. It's I went overboard with all this, but I don't know, I like it. It wasn't really planned, but I like it. Maybe, no, this one is too large. Okay, putting this one here. Afterwards, I will just go all over the page, even if I don't have bubbles here, there, just so it will look the same and have the same finish all over the page. Let's see. Okay, and no, I'm trying not to overthink it. And just have fun with it. Let's see. No. Okay, what else? I'm not sure if I want more. Maybe putting this one here, and why not another one, and I think I need to take, after it's dry, take a black marker and go over the shapes so they will stand out more. Yeah, and just going over. I don't know, maybe thinking I'll cut this in half and do something that goes out of page. I will trim the excess later. Now it seems more organic and I like it, so let's do another one. Here we go. Needs a little bit glue here. Somehow I missed it. Okay, let's put one here, and why not? I like it. Starting to take shape, and it will probably be better after I will go over with a black marker. What else? Nope. Let's do one here, or maybe, yeah, I'm going to put this one here. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. I just need to go over here. I haven't put glue here, and as I said, I want everything to look the same with the same finish. I'm going to let this dry, go over all my shapes with black permanent marker, and then I'll be back. I'm back. So went around the wonky bubbles with black permanent marker, and also around my page, just to give it some kind of frame. Now I really like it, but sorry, I want to darken some of the areas just to make this pop more, and I've got the same dark blue here. I'm taking a brush with a little bit of water because I don't want it to be completely opaque. If it won't work, then I will go opaque, but right now I'm just adding some water, and I want to go here. It's too much, so I'm just trying to spread it in some areas. I don't want it, as I said, opaque. I'm trying just in several places to darken the areas so my bubbles will be more noticeable in the background. Mostly I'm keeping to the edges of my page, but we'll see as I go. I don't have to, I just feel they need to be more noticeable. So let's see, a little bit here. Missed the spot. Okay. I don't want to lose the details in the back, that's why I don't want it opaque. A little bit more here. Okay, maybe I keep adding. There is always some kind of fine balance, what to keep, what to cover. Okay, leaving it be. So now focal point is this seahorse. I drew it from, I saw a picture of a seahorse and just drew it and colored it with watercolors, and I'm just going to put some glue in the back now because I have all this really fine pieces. I'm just going to use the E6000 just because it has fine nozzle and it will be easier to put on all these really thin pieces glue. I can also go another way and put again glue all over and just stick my image, but I don't want to wait for a lot of glue to dry, and that's why I'm doing it this way. For this kind of piece of paper, you really don't need E6000. I'm only using it because of the fine nozzle. Okay. I'm taking a step back to see that I've placed it where I wanted on the page before it completely dries. Okay, yeah, I like it and I'm going to leave it be. I'm kind of thinking of adding some white bubbles, don't know why, maybe because I wanted to correspond with my seahorse, but I think I'll leave it be, and maybe I'll think about it. Maybe in later stage I will add something more, but right now I'm leaving this page as is. I really like how colorful it turned out, and this is it. So I hope you liked it. Hope you have fun making some wonky bubbles. Thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.